What's up, old schoolers? Welcome back for part 2 of layering for the fall. I realized as I started shooting these videos that it's a little bit late actually for fall layering, but here in Georgia I'm actually pretty warm right now. I'm gonna be heading out on a road ride this afternoon on my Salsa Journeyer right there. Probably talk a little bit about that bike in the future, but right now we're just gonna talk a little bit about layering. So I said, you know, these Zoik rain knickers are my kind of foundational fall riding pants. This Marmot dry climb vest and the NRS guide shirt right here all function really well for fall riding. Moving on, I've got this really awesome pullover anorak that I got back in the day. I used to work for Knowles in Alaska. Miss Thelma at Knowles probably designed this in 1971 or something back before I was born. And this has been a great layering piece for me. I love the fact that, though I'm not a big fan of anoraks, I love the fact that with this, when I throw it on, right, if I go to put on my fanny pack, I can run it through this tunnel pocket right here, which I'll talk more about this later. But it's been a really useful piece. So it's got a drawstring at the waist, a big pocket here in front, the tunnel pocket in the middle. It's also on the inside of the tunnel pocket, there's a drawstring to keep it tight around your waist, so it keeps it up high, or you can have it low if you want to, like this, over your butt. I've worn this in the rain. I've worn it in cold, you know, snowy conditions, and it's always just functioned flawlessly. It's not waterproof, it's water resistant, I guess. Probably was at some point. But overall it just works good. So, you know, I think you can actually get these online on the Knowles store, and they've got wind pants too that are really cool if you're a backpacker or do other stuff like that. So this is a really key piece for me. The pullover is nice, I think. The zipper doesn't get in the way. And the big pocket in the front is, you know, an awesome feature. The hood works nicely. You can see on the inside, it doesn't have, you know, any tape seams or anything. It's just stitched. So I guess you could throw a DWR on there, throw in the wash and put a good DWR coating on it, and it would be somewhat more water repellent. But overall, this is great. You know what else it's really good for is mosquitoes. If you live in a spot where there's a lot of mosquitoes, these kinds of layers are awesome for dealing with mosquitoes. They can't bite through that. Key piece for me in the fall, again, I like the Marmot stuff. I got this from a shop I worked at in Missouri, the Alpine shop in Missouri. Great little outdoor sporting goods store. And it was a gift. I like stuff that's cheap and or free. So you can see. This is a dry climb jacket. One of my good friends in Tahoe back in the day used to just carry, this is all he carried in the summer, was his like nighttime layer. Anyway, this is a great windproof layer with a really light lining on the inside. Functions super well to cover up if it's really starting to get chilly. I'll throw this on and then I'll throw that anorak over the top, and I'm good to go for most conditions, I would say. This had a pocket here, but it started to delam, and so I took it off. Pockets have the dry climb material on the inside. You can still get these. I buy stuff on Poshmark or eBay, places like that. I don't know, they may still make these. There's a lot nicer stuff at this point than this jacket, but let me be honest with you, the stuff's so expensive. It's cost prohibitive in a lot of ways. So I'm going to talk a bit about my new rain jacket in a second, but this jacket functions really well. I don't even think Marmot, like, it just doesn't matter what brand you get. Like, if you find a Nike jacket with a nylon, you know, shell, like a shell like this on the outside and a little bit of soft polyester material on the inside, find it at Goodwill, Nike, or who knows, whatever, Columbia. You know, these are good to go. The great thing about this is that it does have these, you know, mesh underarm things on here, which allows it to breathe a little bit better. I'm moving towards getting a soft shell here sometime soon that's got that Infinium Gore-Tex on it, but and I'll probably get a Marmot version of that. But right now I'm still using this stuff. So my hands, you know, I'm still just riding with full finger gloves. These are Fox something. I'll put a post, you know, comment on what they are. But these have been great gloves. I've had these for a solid year. They start to stink in the summer because, well, I sweat a lot and they absorb it. But overall, these gloves have been really great. They've protected my hands in some gnarly conditions. They're starting to pull apart right here. Anyway, these regular full finger mountain biking gloves are a good option. They're not lined or anything. They're a good option for chilly days as well as in the summer. And then lastly, you know, I'm gonna get that soft shell like I said, so I've been doing some research on layering, and this is what I went with, primarily because of the cost. But this is the it's a new Patagonia Torrent shell jacket, which is the H2 no laminate material between an outer layer and an inner layer. So they call this a 3-layer system. It's a little bit heavier. It's not as light as some of the other options on the market, but here's the cool thing. This one, you know, new is about 180 bucks at REI. We were in there yesterday. They're doing this sale till the 20th, so you got 8 days left to get to REI. They're doing a sale until the 20th on 20% off or 25% off a full price item, and then 20% off one of their outlet items. So this was hanging in their little outlet section, and it was, somebody had worn it and didn't like it. So they put it there, they put a big X right here, but it's brand new. It was 50% off, which was a sweet deal. And then I got 20% off that. So the thing that sold me on it, it's pretty lightweight compared to some of my older Gore-Tex. You know, I mean, it's gonna pack down pretty darn small. When I go bike packing, I'm not gonna feel too bad about stuffing that into my, you know, handlebar bag or something. It's gonna fit in the winter I ride with a Schwinn backpack. It's gonna fit in my backpack just fine. And I think it's gonna work really well for me. Primarily the thing that sold me, like I was saying, so it packs small, but it's also got pit zips, which, you know, are super breathable. So this isn't gonna be as breathable as some of the other Gore-Tex materials, but it's still pretty darn breathable. And you know, I like Patagonia stuff. I haven't been super happy with Patagonia lately, but nonetheless, I do like Patagonia. Jacket fits nice. This is an extra large. I'm about 5'10", 210 pounds. Doesn't have a waterproof zipper. It's just got a regular YKK, I think. Yeah, YKK zipper. Doesn't have like Velcro on here, which honestly I like. It just, the storm flap just lays nicely over that. It's got pretty good mobility. It's got Velcro on the wrists. So, you know, if I put my gloves on, if it's a chilly day and I throw this bad boy on, zap that over there, pull it down. I'm pretty well covered up. Stays on my glove, that's nice. It's got pull tabs here at the waist. I do like the way it falls low on my butt, so it's going to keep my butt a little bit more dry. And then the hood, I think this isn't going to fit over a helmet. It's got, you know, a tab right here to cinch it down so it's tight on your head. That's always a big deal. Like in the past when I'm climbing or doing stuff, you know, when the hood like doesn't move with my head, that sucks. This one doesn't do that. And then it's got, I think it's got some little tabs somewhere on here. Yeah, right there, that you can tighten up to. Haven't quite got super familiar with it yet. Anyway, yeah, Patagonia Torch shell. So this is my outer hard shell layer. Again, on the coldest of days, I'll be wearing this. You know, if it's drizzling, I'm probably not gonna wear this jacket. I'm gonna keep to my anorak shell. But on the coldest of days, I'll have this stuff with me. So I start with my shirt, sometimes long sleeve, down, sometimes up, my vest. I go to my dry climb jacket, shell, anorak, and then this new Patagonia Torrent shell on top. So there you have it, people. Thanks for subscribing. We'll come back to you with more videos as I get new stuff and the fall moves forward. Take it easy.